You believe in yourself. Like I said, you're going to be called crazy, stupid. I don't get it. I don't know what you're building. I don't know what you're doing. But then once you start communicating yourself, and I'm telling you, you think that your product is going to be one certain way, right? And then now you're waking up at 5 a.m. with, you know, 68 emails when you went to bed with 5. So that's a blessing. And a teacher once told me that wisdom is crystallized pain. Once we understand this deeply, we will be able to see the lessons behind that pain. And building something is painful because rejection is painful. No's are painful.
With me today, I have Gastón Corbala. He's a father, builder, concept developer, tech junkie, and the founder of the Backpackster, the future in advertising. Gastón, how are you feeling today?
Great, man. Great. Like I said previously to get in the podcast, man, I went to bed at 3 a.m. Woke up at 6:30. It's been getting crazy over here, man. It's been getting crazy. Yeah, I didn't. We need to be careful what we ask for because we're asking God, the universe, for all of these things, and we never stop and ask ourselves, "Are we ready to receive this?"
Right, right. So you never know. You're asking for things, but you don't even know what will happen once you receive them. You kind of see like one dimension, the whole thing. Now, tell me where the Backpackster is right now. We talked, I think, a couple of years ago, and now a lot of stuff has changed. So where are we at today?
Yeah, we've been on stealth mode the past 2 years. We brought a CTO on the team. We brought amazing partnerships along the way. Our tech stack grew, and our tool, which is the hardware, just stabilized, which is what we wanted. And these Frankensteins, I'm telling you, it was something. And at the moment, we've got an enterprise product ready to sell. We've got a few conversations going. Our launch day, official launch day, is going to be in January. We're launching in CES, which is the biggest electronic convention in the world in Las Vegas. We've got a booth for that particular event, and it's going to be interesting. And this is why, because part of these events and these conventions makes our product what it is. That's our bread and butter, right? And so, how does it work? Well, seriously, who says no, right? Who says no to more revenue or more money, right? These guys, and I'm talking about the agencies, the stadiums, the college campuses, the convention centers, the trade shows. These guys already have the clients. They've got venues. They've got the events, right? They've got the staff, right? Now sell them something new, right? Backpackster creates a new revenue stream for venues, for the agencies, for the stadiums, college campuses, you name it, right? So no infrastructure needed, right? Without infrastructure, with any capital investment or additional operational burden, nothing. You've got 4 or 6 guys you're paying that are changing the filters, the water filters on the, or whatever, or they're cleaning every 15 minutes, or these people are the lowest tiered earning people in your venue. They want to make a little extra cash. Well, why not give them these backpacks? Why not the agency sell them? You don't need to do anything. We'll get there. We'll install the charging stations. Hardware is going to be there, and it's being powered by us. You don't need to do anything but sell it, and then you're going to make extra cash, a lot of it.
Right.
Why? Because you've got people that don't have $8,000, $15,000, $25,000 for a booth, but they might have 4,000, and they get to control the narrative around the event while these backpacks are in the entrance, in the exit, between the aisles, And you can't be flying, you can't be flying drones inside the convention. So, we're giving you dynamic, deployable digital media for events. Okay. Activations, campaigns, you name it. And so we handle the technology, like I said, deployment, the measurement. That's where the bread and butter is, right? What we give you, right? So we're gonna give you attention metrics, who view, where, how they reacted to it, what happens next, and then what's gonna happen after that. Well, there comes the premium option, which is the retargeting and attribution aspect of the product. That's where it gets more interesting, because now that loop from physical to digital is closed. It's never been done. And the dynamicy that these devices have to deploy, move whenever you want them, right, makes them very attractive. So no infrastructure, no capital investment, no additional operational burden. It costs you nothing to add another revenue generating media product to what they already sell. Who says no to that?
Right.
So we've created a business that saying no to is just going to make you look stupid. Like, why not? Why not? You come to me with this. I own a stadium. I own a venue. You bring me this idea. I want to understand it more, but it's pretty clear. You don't need to do anything. Leave us the work for us. Your employees are going to be happier, walking more, interacting, making more money. And you're going to make more money as well. You're making 15 million a year. You don't want to make 1.5 million more, a million more? You wouldn't. I mean, investors nowadays, you come with an event, you come with Coachella, it's called Coachella, and you've got, they've got 15,200,000 in sales, in revenue last year. And then this year, the investor comes in and is like, what was your revenue this year? And they're like, oh, it's great. We went up to 15,333,000. And so the investor is going to say, so we just went up, $100,000? Oh, great. And so the owners of the event are seeing it as, or the founders of the event are seeing it as, well, we stayed the same. We're selling the same. Everything is healthy. Yes, it is. But they always want to look for more revenue, more revenue, more revenue. So the scalability potential of what we're sitting on is, at this point, our network is powered globally. And this is through one of our partners. No AT&T, no T-Mobile, no. We're doing them all. One chip. So this is powered around the world. So if someone calls me with a campaign in Paris, sure, shoot. Someone calls me for a stadium in Dubai, perfect, shoot. Ready.
Now, from last time that we talked to now, this feels like a massive leap forward in the technology, what you guys have developed, and also that concept that you have a backpack, how heavy it was and how that changed, and the retargeting and the reaction, all these things that you were saying now that are possible, and that deployment. And if you have like the World Cup, then that was a fantastic opportunity where you have the Backpackster that are people are walking with specific ads for some of those venues, or an extension of what you see already as ads. And that's the whole concept, to go even to close that loop, like you were saying, the digital and the physical world. That's kind of where you're going with it?
Yes, sir. Because the past 100 years, out-of-home advertising has been measured by assumptions. There's no clear measurement system to track human behavior and tie it to digital advertising with this precision and movement and dynamicy. You've got your billboards in your cars, you've got the static billboards as well in the shopping malls, right? But they all require infrastructure. We don't. So we can move and capture as much as possible. So we did an activation for the World Cup in Inglewood, LA, for the Spain and Austria game. That was very interesting because we deployed entrance exit strategy, and 2 hours each brought in over 17,000 verified views, and one of the cameras was inaccurate, so all came in with one camera.
From one camera.
One camera.
And the technology you're using now, probably, it's getting better and better because there is some help with AI to track the movements and all these things. What have you guys been doing in terms of the AI? Yeah.
AI? Well, we've recently partnered with Intel and are currently exploring edge AI technology.
Interesting. Now, you as the founder has to be very visionary about these things. These things lived in your mind for such a long time, and now they're here. When you explain it, someone was like, "Oh yeah, I can envision," but no one has done it before. Walk me through that process. Like, what do you do as the founder? What do you do to kind of come up with? Yeah,
that's a great question. That's a great question. Well, that's it's loneliness is not for the weak. I've had partners during that journey that have been close to me. Currently with someone that's been supporting me the past 2 years, and that dedication and loyalty, well, it's worth something. The same goes for my father, who was my biggest fan. Passed away during the process. He passed away last November. So those types of milestones and let's call them adversities in life that were unexpected adversities, is when we're challenged to build resilience, to work through it. And a teacher once told me that wisdom is crystallized pain. Once we understand this deeply, we will be able to see the lessons behind that pain. And building something is painful because rejection is painful. No's are painful. Disbelief is painful. Being called crazy is painful. And believing in yourself, and as you said, to look at that vision, right? To see it that clear. My manufacturers were calling me crazy. They were like, "You just brought up technology from our basement. We're making robots. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's my problem when I'm making. I just see what I see, and I see something here." So and it's interesting because your question, those wounds and that pain, it's not worked through. The ego is destructive. So you start making very impulsive decisions. You're not seeing clearly, right? And you're moving more against yourself, wanting to get out of that pain by projecting it onto a savior, which is your startup or project or whatever it is you're working on, a painting, right? Because this applies to anything in life. And I believe that once you separate those and you let the sand settle, like shaking a water bottle with sand inside, put it down and you let the sand in the bottle settle down. Now you can lift up and see clearly through it. So in the same sense, when we're going through these things, we need to shut down all of that. Sometimes we need to like push it down and be in alignment with that vision, because that's the only way that we see it clearly. And it's talking to us because it's intuitive. It's an intuitive connection to ourselves. And that is how manifestation happens. And there's no bigger value than a founder's vision. But a founder's vision cannot be achieved without a great team. And we can't do anything without a team. And so that support system, partnerships, everyone that's around us right now, our partners, Quiviri, Onside, right? They've been with us since the start, right? Chris, our co-founder, my co-founder, Shane, our CTO, Kevin, our board member, Andre, an advisor, a personal friend of mine. Everyone has been there for me in some way, shape, or form to guide me through this process. And I think they've all taken care of that. They've taken care of that vision.
You're building this team, and like you said, some of the people that have been with you from the beginning, they believed in the vision and they've been with you throughout the whole process.
Yes.
What are some of those? How do you build that team? What are the things that you look at people?
You start knocking on doors, man. You start knocking on doors. You believe in yourself. Like I said, you're gonna be called crazy, stupid. I don't get it. I don't know what you're building. I don't know what you're doing. But then once you start communicating yourself, and I'm telling you, you think that your product is going to be one certain way. I thought that the backpack was huge. I was like, wow, this is the technology. We should sell it. Oh no, sir. The backpack is yeah, no. The backpack is just a medium. It's just the tool. It's for God's sake, it's a backpack with a screen on the back. Anyone can make it. It's not about that. It's not about that.
It's what you create with it. It's the tool, but it's what has been built by using that. It's like the iPhone is the phone, but that ecosystem of Apple is what we actually enjoy every single day.
There's a bunch of phones. There's millions of phones in the world, and Huawei and Androids and and Motorola. There's millions of different Google, Pixel. Everyone has their own phones, right? But how do you want to work? What do you want to see? Simplified is what you are giving me. Steve Jobs delivered that. His vision was that with Wozniak. Simplify the use of the cell phone. Boop, 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 fast, quick. Personally, I think it's the best for daily entrepreneurial tasks. You use Apple. It's the best. Easy connectivity, no issues, quick, fast. You're a developer? Yeah. We also use Microsoft, right? We also use Android. So you got one of my CTO was telling me, dude, I go through the TSA on the airport, man, and they're opening my backpack with like 4 backpacks, weird technology inside, and they're like, what are you doing? And I mean, it's part of the job, man.
Now, what you're developing is the future and it's very different. So people have to understand it and they have to look further than today and tomorrow and a little bit in the future. What do you see marketing changing? How do you see marketing changing today? How do you see marketing in which direction is it going? Because you're talking with a lot of players. You're talking with the CES. What do you see happening?
Great question. Great question. I think there's a transformation, and we're going through a need of reliability from out-of-home advertising that's been controlled by a specific generation for the past 100 years, just like oil. And there's a lot of money involved in out-of-home as well. But these guys are dinosaurs. They're sharks. And they know that even if I don't give you a result, they know that that ad or that billboard is going to have an impact because there's 1 million people passing through it daily. They don't care who saw it. They don't care who, they don't care. They just know traffic's there and it's going to be seen a gazillion times, and something eventually is going to happen because of that. So you're paying for awareness and to be on this prime location. That's what you're getting. Okay. And that's how it's been outside of home. Now, once digital marketing is born, you've got this new way of actually looking at what's going on, right? But then you were also never expecting bot traffic. They weren't expecting to multiply like it has, and it's projected next year to be twice as much as human traffic. And so I see it, how we see it, is online advertisers don't want that bot traffic. They want fast impact, right? And the out of home is tired of not getting results, clear results. Why is online getting this? Why aren't we getting this? All the money is moving to digital. Why? So we're going to allow for some of that digital to come back, right? Because it's really easy. I'm going to give you an example. Like I told you, I just launched my Instagram page, Gastón Corbala, at Gastón Corbala. And I hadn't opened one for 10 years. I was off the grid when it came to social media. I come from the High Five and MySpace era. They're relaunching. I'm so excited about that. Love MySpace. And I'm the generation that wants to go old school. I want an iPad. I want an iPod again. I want to leave my phone behind, go listen to music, and I want to go back to social media where an algorithm is not feeding what I see. I choose what I see. I click what I see. I'm not going to get bombarded by stuff that I don't want to see, right? And so it's becoming that line is becoming more clear as Generation Z takes control of the user side of technology. I've got 2 Gen Zers, and so I know how obsessed they are with the phone. I've got a Gen Alpha as well, obsessed with the iPad. Screen time's an issue right now, and believe me, the tantrums after that, my man. But it's limited. I've got time and all on it. So you got to do what you got to do. And so what we're doing with this is defining that line between physical and digital. And let's say, like I was telling you about the account, we launched the account, right? And I put a QR code on that backpack, and I'm inside CAS, and I put at Gastón Corbala. I can tell you for a fact that my account is just going to start going up immediately. And if I give something away, more. If I say win an ad just by scanning, boom, I mean, I'm gonna see that following go up, and it's gonna be cheaper for me to do that than to actually start paying Instagram to, you know, learn my traffic so that I can scale the ad spend, right? Before I start optimizing, before you start targeting, before you start increasing budget, you know, before budget increases, there's a Backpackster.
What I wanted to ask, when it comes to those crowds and people that you were saying that are scanning the QR codes,
Yeah.
these are like really nice locations where I remember, like, for example, last October I went to Times Square. It was like packed with people. You talk about World Cup, packed with people. There's all these places. Do you see this to be more the future? Because a lot of people will want to experience more in real life as AI is taking over, and they're like automating more and more in their like work, and they're wanting more experiences. And in those experiences, you have out of home advertising, but in this nature, as opposed to like a billboard that is stuck in a specific place.
Exactly, and it's that dynamicy that that makes the Backpackster so beautiful, because you know you can move it anywhere and expose your ads as the crowds move, and the creatives can also shift. So it might be looking at, you know, it's going to learn that it looked at a range of 35 to 45-year-old, and then it starts, you know, probably changes the creative from A to a B, because that one's more for that audience, and so it starts becoming dynamic as it keeps learning.
Right, really dynamic as it keeps learning. And when all of this has to happen with people. Now, a lot of organizations, you've seen this nowadays, they are reducing workforce. They are letting go of people. There was on Diary of the CEO, the CEO of Uber, he was saying that probably in the future that Uber with the with robo taxi, whatever it's called, from Tesla and stuff like that, they will not need so many Uber drivers. Do you see Backpackster being for people? Do you see Backpackster being created by robots? How does that feel?
We're ready. We're ready for all of them. I really appreciate Uber. To be honest with you, I've driven for Uber. It's helped me through tough times. I turn it on and off more often than not. And you know what? Even if I have the opportunity to turn it on one time, the people that I meet around the convention center in San Diego and the networking that I've done just by doing that, my God, it's the best. You've got the person inside of your car ready to have a conversation. Not everyone's going to ask you who you are and what you do, but most of them seem very interested with my face and that I'm bald. So I guess, yeah. and so the conversations become very interesting. But you know what? I love them. But yes, this is going to be an option if they decide to do that. Now, how fast is automation and all this robot crap going to develop? I just saw on my LinkedIn feed today a robot in China that they're testing with a little siren here. So it's a police robot. And he's like, wah, ha, ha. And so I'm looking at this. I studied judo when I was growing up. So I'm looking at this robot, and I'm like, I mean, I'm in the military. You're trying to do, dude. I'm just gonna pull the arm of this robot. It's gonna come apart. I'm gonna kick it, and it's gonna break. It's like a PlayStation. You know, you throw it, it breaks. You grab that by the feet, bang it on the ground. It's gonna explode. And now where it becomes interesting is you're trying to use them to protect. So you want to give this a weapon, I mean, it's not going to be as fast as a human. You've got drones doing that right now. Yeah, they're kind of faster. They're moving faster on the air, right? That's totally different because it's being driven and moved by a human. But you want to become autonomous with robots. Now, that's another question. And then you're trying to do it with AI. So you're creating a moving hardware that's powered by its own demise. So you're teaching it to destroy itself. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. I'm not that well studied when it comes to AI and robotics, but that's my point of it. So I'm not a big fan. I'm a fan of hybrid.
Right.
Hybrid.
And it sounds like you're saying the Backpackster doesn't, you don't see the future of like autonomous robots. You see like, no, it still will be people. I don't see this becoming like mounted on a robot and gonna drive it around like a Segway.
I mean, if they come with us with the right price, right? Boston Robotics or whoever wants to come and talk to us, yeah, we'll put a backpack on a robot. Why not? Let's do it. But you know, that's another conversation that we, you know, yeah, why not?
When it comes to building a company and being building the team and being visionary and creating this this place where people can work together, what are some of the values that you're like, I think this is what makes a good business and a good culture where people want to work and develop these are visionary long term. This is not like today and tomorrow we're coming up with some visions. What are some of the stuff that you want, that you're seeing like, this is what I see in a good company?
The whole ecosystem, the energy, the vibe, what we're building and what we're doing for, because it's not about the money. It's about proving that anyone can do anything they want and they put their mind to. And if they believe it enough, the people will come together and the synergy, it's going to be clearer, and clear. And once that starts happening, you start looking at your community and you start talking to the people that are involved, and the happiness that's being projected back to you, that energy. And then you see more people wanting, like knocking on the, hey, I want to be, they start knocking, right? And then now you're waking up at 5 a.m. with, 68 emails when you went to bed with 5. So that's a blessing. That's a, something that I'm grateful for. And I feel that what we're building at the Backpackster is for the people, for that people that you've spoken about, the ones that were driving for Uber, and then a year from now are not going to have that option, right? Because that's what happens when you also lease a car through them, right? You're slave to their income, like we discussed this on the last podcast.
Yeah.
And so you're a slave. You become a slave to that, to working 2-3 days to pay that rent. And so now you're locked. And then to be kicked in the arse like that, oh, now we're going robots. See you guys. Bye. I don't feel Lyft is moving, on towards that philosophy. I think they're trying to stay and will stay more engaged with humans. That's my take on that.
Now, you're going to be at CES. What happens? How do people get a hold of you if they want to talk to you about more about the Backpackster? If they want to be
Instagram, Gastón Corbala, at Gastón Corbala. Go on Instagram. Go look at my life. It's I'm going to be sharing. I'm a goof, man. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd, man. There's a lot going on around my life. You're gonna see me you're gonna see me in Tijuana, San Diego, LA. You're probably gonna see me at the beach one day with the kids. I'm ready to share my life with the world and let people see who I really am, not just an assumption, and have them make their own assessment, which I don't care about, but. Truly love connecting with people, truly love interacting with people. And And yeah, you've got a question, shoot me a message. I'm always available, man.
Gastón, thank you so much for the time. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I wish you all the success.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure, Sivko, and I'm sure this is not going to be the last one, because I'm telling you, I'm a little bit picky with who I choose to talk to, and I'm paying someone for attention. No, I like organic. I like organic.
Amazing, amazing. Yes, and again, appreciate the time, and I wish you all the success with the Backpackster.
Thank you. Appreciate it.